So growing up, I was always a rice guy. I never really cared for ramen packs like that. Ramen was not like a big thing for me. I know how people do the college thing. They ate a bunch of ramen and stuff like that. But ramen was just as cheap, and it took a little bit longer, but you can just dump as many different flavors as you want into it. But then I started noticing this ramen rice trend popping up, and I was like, dude, I wish I could have did that when I was younger. But I did try one pack, and it came out good. But something that I noticed was that depending on, I'm gonna say, the different price ranges of ramen, you get more flavor or less flavor, if that makes sense. So what I chose here to do today are 4 mid-range price level ramens, if you'll say. The supper roll was, I think it was like $1. The Ichibans, the red and the green packs were like, I think they were like $1 each, maybe 89 cents each. And then of course the tried and true Maruchan was like 32 cents. And just judging from the level of how these seasoning packs work, the Maruchan is not going to work without you adding something extra to it. Now, the one that I did try was like, heck, I forgot what it was called, but I mean, it came with mushrooms and vegetable packs, and it came with an oil, and I just dumped the whole thing into the pot, let it boil, and it was delicious. But anyway, one more thing you're gonna need is small grain or medium grain rice, or a hybrid grain rice that's kind of like sushi rice, comes from California. But this would not work with long grain rice, I've learned. It works best with medium and small grain rice, due to the fact that because of the starch content, it dries better and you don't get this goopy mess of rice porridge after you're done cooking. So as far as proper instructions goes, just like I said, follow the cook time instructions on the back of the package of the rice. But cooking at low medium heat, I believe the rice packages actually call for medium high heat. So of course, the hotter the pan is, the quicker it's going to cook. So one of the things that I did was check it constantly. I'll even take a couple of grains of rice out of the pan and check it, and if it still had a little crunch to it, I'll pour water in it. It's one of the best ways to do it this way. But if you're going to be using a non-stick skillet, you don't have to add oil or butter. But in my case, I added a touch of olive oil to my pan to make sure that it doesn't stick, because eventually as it cooks, it's going to form a crust. So, and that crust is good. But if you don't like the crust, you don't have to eat the crust, but no, it's going to do it regardless. So when I got done cooking this one wasn't particularly flavorful, but it was good. It had the hints of what it was supposed to be. It was a super roll ramen chow mein pack, which chow mein I believe is like stir-fried cabbage or something like that, but it just didn't have a whole lot of flavor to it. And I think because it's meant for soup, like the noodles just kind of sit in the soup, they don't actually absorb the flavor, so all the flavor is in the soup itself. But in this case, we're cooking all the seasoning and flavor into the rice, and I think it gets distributed evenly, if that's correct. But I think it just spreads the flavor out too much, so it's not condensing it like you would with a soup. So what I did was I decided to add a little soy sauce, some chopped green onions, a fried egg, and this furikake seasoning. I hope I'm saying it right. This furikake seasoning that I got from Trader Joe's one day. I don't think they have it anymore. It's like a seasonal thing. But I believe you can find it at like different Japanese grocery stores. But it's more of a Japanese specific thing. So You can't just go to a Korean grocery store or even a Chinese grocery store looking for something like that. But it was delicious. It turned out great. So that's it. And the thing about this is that this is not something new. This is something new to me because I'm just now finding out about it. But this is actually a worldwide thing. People all over the world are doing this, and it's kind of interesting. You know, there's a whole little cult theme to it. I don't know how to explain it, but I like it. I think I'm gonna try some more different situations here. I mean, there's ramen rice with mayo on it and all type of good stuff. I definitely suggest a more expensive ramen, because it's going to come with vegetables and oils and just a lot of different things. And when I say more expensive ramen, I'm not saying like a $5 ramen. I don't think that exists. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, definitely do give this a try. This is like I said, I wish I knew about this when I was growing up. And leave down in the comments what you guys think about this whole situation. I mean, do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? Will you give it a try? I don't know. But anyway, till the next time.